There's extremely powerful versions of superheroes in Marvel Comics. There are the ones that we saw in the movies, the ones that we may see in future movies, and the ones that there's no way we can see in the cinematic universe. Let's see the strongest forms of each Avenger. In this timeline, Thor dies after the events of Ragnarok, and Black Widow took his Mjolnir and became the new god of thunder. This story takes place in a reality where almost all the Avengers died and Thor got killed by the Midgard serpent. The only survivors were Nick Fury, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Microchip and Falcon. The team faced the scary Frost giant army before moving on to the Midgard serpent and its army. It was there that Black Widow discovered the location where Mjolnir had been left and lifted the hammer to become the new Thor. I think this role and this storyline suits her better than Jane Foster, to be honest. Captain Marvel's strongest form is probably her binary form, and there are rumors out there that she will turn into this form in the Marvels film. The story behind the binary form is that she loses her power after a battle, and the creature finds her and makes some experiments on Captain Marvel. As a result of these experiments, Carol Danvers became one of the strongest beings in the MCU. Her ability to generate cosmic energy increased on an immeasurable scale. In this form, she can fly faster than light and create insanely high cosmic energy. Plus, she can manipulate energy and space around her with this form. Hawkeye isn't the most powerful Avenger. In fact, he's possibly the team's weakest player. He's just a man who is good at bow and arrow, and his strongest form is probably Goliath Hawkeye. In this story, the Avengers are called into battle and tell Hawkeye to stay behind. Instead, he steals Pym's growth serum and goes into battle as Goliath Hawkeye. But he couldn't stay in this form so long and came back to his normal size. Scarlet Witch is already one of the strongest characters in the Avengers team, but this is not even her most powerful form. Her strongest form is House of M's Scarlet Witch, and we may see her in this form very soon in the movie. She has so many powerful skills such as changing reality and manipulating matter, and if she really lost all her mind after Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, we'll definitely see this form in another movie. The friendly neighbor Spider-Man's strongest form is without a doubt the Beyonder form. We first see Beyonders in the 1984 Secret Wars comics, and these guys are coming from not the multiverse, they're from the Omniverse. It's basically the expanded version of multiverse where all other comics universes like DC and even our world is inside the Omniverse. It means Superman, Spider-Man, and you exist in the Omniverse. They can create and destroy universes by just thinking. Even Dr. Doom defeated Infinity Stones after getting Beyonder powers, and Spider-Man himself became a Beyonder when Dr. Doom tried to get these powers. The powers of Beyonders hit Wolverine, but as the power was too much, he passed it to Spider-Man. Hulk's strongest form is World Breaker Hulk, which is popular nowadays. Not even Hulk's best form. World Breaker Hulk is one of the strongest heroes in the entire MCU. Hulk turned into this form after staying in Sakaar for a long time. He absorbed all the radiation of the planet and gained the old power of Sakaar. With this power, he became the World Breaker Hulk. After She-Hulk, we might see this form of Hulk, but we don't know how they would apply that strong character into the MCU. Yes, at the end of Infinity War, after getting the powers of Stormbreaker, we thought he got his maximum strength. But Stormbreaker is nothing compared to Realm King Thor. Thor gets the Odin Force with his form. It gives him the power to manipulate reality, universe, cosmic energy, space, time, matter, soul, basically anything you could imagine. Captain America is a bit tricky one. In the Ultimate Captain America series, he beat up all the Avengers, even Hulk, by himself. But if we're talking about the strongest form, the time he got all the Infinity Stones should be what we're looking for. He can do anything he wants with his powers. Tony Stark's final armor was Mark 85 in the cinematic universe. It was using nanotech and some serious high-tech weapons. But in comics, he went so much further and got the God Killer suit. He didn't make this suit by himself, but he modified it and made the God Killer version 2. This gigantic suit is the strongest armor of Iron Man. The Amalgam Universe was formed by bringing together the Marvel and DC comic universes for an iconic moment. Fans were introduced to the insanely powerful character known as Doctor Strange's Fate during this crossover, after the strong telepathic mutants known as Charles Xavier wore the mysterious helmet of Fate. This character was born. The Golden Helmet grants him knowledge of a vast spectrum of spells that can easily bring many enemies to their knees. Although Doctor Strange's Fate claims he's vulnerable to some rivals, this is a tiny flaw for a massively powerful sorcerer. That was it for this video. If you like this content, you may like this one too. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.